Go where?
Go somewhere. For lunch, preferably.
Lunch, she says. What's up, everybody? I'm JB, and this is my wife, Katie.
Hello.
And, here for another one.
Hopefully, these are even reaching anybody, and if they are, we hope you're enjoying them.
Let's hope so.
Even if you're not, this is about how we spend, most of our time bullshitting and yeah.
I got to talking with somebody last night, and we had the age-old conversation of Chevy versus Ford. It wasn't too much Ford talk. It was a lot of Chevy talk, thankfully.
Yeah. We know Chevy.
Yeah, we know Chevy very well. We build a lot of them.
We know how we feel about Ford.
Which
is why we know
I'm
Chevy
sorry,
very well.
Chevy.
We build a lot of them.
How many Chevy guys do you know that are putting, Ford small blocks off in their crap, There's a whole lot of Fords out here running Chevy engines. Whole lot of Fords running just Chevy powertrains. The small block Chevy platform, before it went LS, and those are still small blocks, but before it went LS, the Chevy small block platform was the same thing that we're doing with LSs now. You could throw a 350 in anything. Mm-hmm. You could throw a 350 in anything. They were simple 3.5 wire systems. They were simple. You could hook them up quick. You could hook them up easy, and anybody could do the wiring and figure out how to get them to run. It was nothing to them whatsoever. I've seen 350 engines in so many different vehicles over the years. It's unreal. And motorcycles too. Ford, I'm not saying Ford hadn't made some good vehicles over the years. I'm just not a Ford guy. Now, the one Ford that I would buy if I had the opportunity, and that is the one from the movie Beer for My Horses.
Yeah.
The big 90s model crew cab, lifted. It had the custom, lightning paint job down the side of it and everything.
That was a cool one.
Need to look for that truck now that Toby Keith has sadly passed on. He was the one who had the truck.
I believe it went to auction a couple years ago when we looked, though, didn't it?
Did it?
I can't remember now.
I don't know.
We'll have to look into that one
We
for
will.
you guys.
Because I'd like to get my hands on that truck right there. That was a heck of a truck.
Kick-ass
Yeah,
truck.
it was. I'll give it to him for that. That right there, that was the nicest Ford I think I've ever seen in my life. But, outside of that, the Chevy small block platform, they were just engines that, they're like the LS platform, but even better in my opinion. The small block Chevy platform was they were engines that just didn't quit. You couldn't kill them. You could not kill a Chevy small block. I got an OBS sitting out in the yard right now. A 94 OBS. That truck's got almost 400,000 miles on it on the original engine, no rebuild.
Yep.
No rebuild, original engine, numbers matching engine. I'm sure the transmission's been rebuilt at some point before we got it. But the engine is matching numbers. Has no signs that it's ever been rebuilt whatsoever or been touched. And she's still got to the point she uses a little bit of water. Not much.
She,
whatever.
We call him Forrest because he just runs. Forrest runs.
This is very true. This is true. I'm just in a habit of calling vehicles she's. But it is a he. But that truck right there, it's the truck that just don't quit, man. Especially the small block TBI platform. The 88 to 95. 88 to 95, when they were doing TBI 350s, those were the absolute best 350s that were ever made. They just did not break. They just didn't break. And when they did break, on every 100,000 miles or so, it was always something cheap. and easy. It was always something cheap and easy. About the only thing, the distributor, and that's usually a couple of 100,000 miles. The distributors will go out on them, intake gaskets, little stuff like that. Nothing, what, a power steering pump every now and again? Starter every now and again? They were just the best Chevy engines just ever designed.
Absolutely.
And it got people away. They were the sweet spot. That was before things went wildly crazy, but we had just enough technology. We had just enough, but not too much technology in our engines. That
line.
That was the perfect sweet spot. 88 to 95, that was a perfect sweet spot. Now, 96 to 2000 in some cases. When they done the Vortec 350. The Vortec 350, that was a really good engine. That was a good engine. Now, will I sit here and say it was as reliable as a TBI 350? No, it was not as reliable as a TBI 350. They broke more. They had more electronics to break on them. But outside of that, the engines themselves still went just as far. It was just that they had spider injection. That went bad. Crank sensors, notorious for going bad on I cannot tell you how many people have come to me talking about, JB, I got a 96, 97, 98. It's got that Vortec 350 in it, and I just can't get it to crank. You put a crank sensor on it? Yep. I mean, if it will not crank, if you have fuel, check and see if you have spark. If you have fuel and you have spark, then you're looking at injectors on one of those engines, the spider injection. But if you don't have spark, if you've lost spark or lost spark and fuel, be crank sensor. That'd be spark and fuel. If you've lost spark, it could be the crank sensor or the ignition coil on the distributor. Also, spark and fuel could be the ignition switch inside the steering wheel. And I've seen guys just chase those ghosts forever. Well, I think my ECU's bad. I didn't put a new ECU on it, and that didn't fix it. And I done this, and that didn't fix it. Dude, you're chasing the wrong problems. Mm-hmm. You're chasing the wrong problems. It's actually fairly simple, but they break more. They break more, and they're harder for guys to figure out when they do. That was just right when they were starting to push things too far, just right in the beginnings of it. Now, the LS1, out of the LS platform, my two favorite LS engines are the LS1, which was the 350 LS, the 5.7 LS, and the 7.0. The 7.0, the 427 that they had in some of the 7 to 13 vets, or the Z06 7 to 13 vets. Those were wicked engines. And I love the LS1. That's what we had in our C5 vet. Mm-hmm. And I love the LS1. It's a beastin' little engine.
That C5 impressed us.
It did. I never was a Corvette guy. I've always been a big muscle car guy. Never was a big what I consider sports car guy outside of Porsche. But we got a Corvette it's been a while back. It's been a while back now. We got a Corvette, and that car was just a delight.
About a year ago.
Yeah, about a year ago. That car it's just a delight. It's so nice to drive down the road. They're comfortable. They got all the speed in the world, and they get good gas mileage. It's just insane the gas mileage that it gets. I mean, it just tripped me out. I never expected a Corvette to get gas mileage like that.
Like a damn Camry.
Yeah, damn near it, really. But they're just enjoyable cars. They're good all around cars.
Love that car.
All the way around. I mean, you can daily drive the heck out of a Corvette. I mean, and not have a problem.
Oh yeah.
Not have a problem in the world. They're just great. They're comfortable. They get gone. They get in and out. They corner good. They brake good. They handle well. I'm a Corvette guy. Mm-hmm. I am now. I wasn't before. I am now. I always wanted a C1 Corvette. I always wanted one of the mid-late 50s Corvettes. And I still want one.
Yep.
I still want one. Those were just some cool-looking cars. Those were some real cool-looking cars. But, yeah, but that's the thing. We're Chevy people. And there's plenty of Ford folks out there, and we ain't trying to hate on y'all. We know y'all have y'all's own reasons for liking what y'all like, and, hey, that's y'all. I'll stop and try to help you out when I see you on the side of the road.
And do. His best friend is a Ford guy.
Yeah.
Will break every Chevy he ever touches.
Does. He owns a Ford F-150 and a Camaro SS, a newer SS, and the F-150 is the only one that don't stay broke. He breaks the Camaro damn near every time he drives it.
When his wife had the Jeep,
the Jeep just broke itself.
Well, yeah.
The Jeep just broke itself.
Honestly.
Oh.
It wasn't a Ford. It couldn't hang.
But I mean, I think some people, I think different people are meant for different vehicles. Mm-hmm. Because see, me, if I look at a Ford wrong, they'll break.
Old boy who came in and got a couple parts from us recently, he was a very big Ford guy. He loved Chevys and appreciated Chevys, but he couldn't have one because they just stayed broke.
Some people, Chevys just stay broke under some people.
But
Fords
that Ford
just...
he was driving, it shouldn't have been able to do all that he got it to do, so...
Well, I mean, granted, he was just a Ford guy. This guy looks at me, he goes, man, I'm a 6.0 guy. I don't care what to say about him. Some people go, a lot of people go, I just can't keep him running. I just can't keep him running. He goes, I guess I'm lucky, man. I can just keep him running. I got one, I didn't rebuilt it 3 times, and... it's getting kind of weak and it's needing another one, but I can keep that thing running. Well, shit, you rebuilt it 4 times.
You can keep anything running if you keep rebuilding it.
I got a step side in the truck that I rebuild every couple of years.
It's due for one right now. Yeah. Overdue, really.
I don't know, man.
And we'll get it done, and it'll be good for a while, and then it'll need another rebuild.
Well, that truck when it's on the street, it gets banged on. Mm-hmm. That's our play. That's our play toy. That's my baby. I take very good care of that truck, but I very much enjoy that truck too. So. That's what that amounts to.
We've got a lot of vehicles on this property, and there are very few that is a guaranteed are not going anywhere. Mm-hmm. That is the only one that that's not the here for a while type truck. No. That is the only one on the property that it is never going.
No, it is not for sale.
It is not for sale ever. There's not even a not for sale price on it. We've got a couple of those that we've got I really don't want to sell it price.
Yeah, man, I don't want to get rid of it, but I'll sell it.
I'd be stupid not to if you're if you're willing to pay this kind of money.
Right. You're going to pay my I don't want to sell it price, but, I'll sell it. And people ask us about those every now and again, but they never leave. They never leave. And that's the point. That's the reason we quote them. I don't want to sell it price. Now, if some guy wants to walk up one day and pay that, I don't want to sell it price. Hell, I guess.
We'd be stupid not to.
I'd be stupid not to at this price, man. I tell you what, here's the title,
Here's the keys.
I'll build another one. Right. You want it washed before it leaves? I can go build me 3 more now. So, I don't know. But that's the way it is. Mm-hmm. Yeah. We're Chevy people.
We still can be friends for people.
What do they say? Like a rock! Do it.
Like a rock.
No, you're supposed to do the second part. Oh, like a rock.
There you go.